Well, it goes to show, if you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust. And she even decided to go after a legend. The legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season. And she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend.
All right, this is crazy. At last, Courtney Vandersloot raised her voice. And when a two-time WNBA champion and five-time All-Star claps back at Angel Reese, it's not subtle. This drama queen, who is now a sophomore, has gone too far, you know.
Controversy has followed Reese since her LSU days, and if her brand has been...
The Chicago Sky locker room is now a bleeding mess rather than just broken. The true question is now, is Angel Reese burning bridges more quickly than she can construct them? Since LSU, she has been plagued with scandal, let's face it. That practice is becoming stale if her brand thrives on stirring the pot. Because you'd better get the shot if you're brave enough to challenge a legend like Courtney Vandersloot. Reese's swing made a terrible whir. Does the Chicago Sky need to fire Reese? Let us know in the comments section below. Come on.
At this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to.
Chicago Sky teammates of Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, Rachel Banham, Courtney Vandersloot, three ladies which were targeted in that hit piece that Angel Reese slid underneath the table. Yeah, they responded. Not only did they respond, but the Chicago Sky responded as well.
However, Angel Reese now makes remarks regarding Vandersloot's longevity and age, even wondering if the Sky should have faith in her to come back stronger than ever. It's more than just shade. One of the most well-respected veterans in the game is being openly slapped.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, two-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, oh, dang, oh, damn. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right.
Reese hasn't even played in 2 whole seasons as a professional. In the meantime, Reese's imagined adversary Caitlin Clark, because, let's face it, the majority of this rivalry exists only in Reese's imagination, is already the center of the Indiana craze, bringing a franchise back to prominence and changing the course of WNBA history.
Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. And I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese. There, I said it out loud. I think it was continuous drama.
In contrast, Reese is occupied with stirring up trouble in her own locker room. Not precisely the kind of leadership that everyone had hoped for. The kicker is this. Courtney didn't ever solicit pity. She has tackled rehabilitation, rigorous sessions, taxing exercises, and interviews with a strong will to recover after rupturing her ACL.
It's just some turmoil going on in Chicago right now. And it kind of brings up the question, like, what is going to happen with Angel Reese at this point? I think she's done playing.
A purported teammate broadcasting to the basketball community that she has been watching was the last thing she needed. However, Angel Reese did just that in front of the camera. That's how you quickly lose the respect of veterans. Behind closed doors, venting occurs everywhere. In an interview, pulling a teammate through the mud. That is how you quickly destroy trust.
Of the season, you was missing mad layups. You was shooting like 27% on layups. I saw Ariel Atkins at the podium holding you down. I didn't see none of your teammates going in the media blasting your ass for not being able to make a damn layup. We haven't seen none of your teammates come out and flame you for how you was missing layups back to back to back to back to back. You had like 8 straight games where these dudes won hundreds of thousands of dollars betting that you would miss your first shot. None of your teammates came out and embarrassed you publicly. They held you down and supported you.
When asked about her future, Vanderloot responded, of course. She didn't recoil. Age has no bearing, despite what some people believe or say. She is returning in greater form than before. That is a precise counterattack directed at Rhee. No coy references or esoteric subtweets, just a seasoned veteran responding with facts. She's not finished yet. She's not going to slow down. Additionally, she refuses to let a hot sophomore to write her obituary.
Fans, they drag legends down and cry conspiracy theories. That speaks volumes. The beauty of
Smoke was what Reese desired. Vanderloot reminded everyone that standards are set by others. Take a brief moment to zoom out. The legacy of Vanderloot has already been established. She has gained the respect of the league by working hard and winning rings. Angel Rhee is still in the process of establishing herself. She is criticizing luminaries whose achievements she hasn't even approached, rather than concentrating on own development.
Meanwhile, Reese just looks like she created drama for no reason, dragging her own locker room morale down in the process.
I would be highly surprised if Angel Reese is on the Chicago Sky's roster come the start of the 2026 or the 2027 season. The Chicago Sky, they might be saying to themselves, Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache that she is causing. Great rebounder. As for everything else, she's not worth the headache that she's causing.
And here's the delicious irony. Reese keeps talking about wanting better teammates, wanting championships, wanting to elevate Chicago.
Compared to Rhee, Vanderloot has more titles and playoff appearances. It's not exaggerated. That's the truth. And Caitlin Clark comes next. She has suffered severe setbacks, been singled out, and endured heavy media attention, much like Rhee. What's the difference? Clark doesn't disparage veterans or burn teammates. She takes the blows, stands up, and continues to advance Indiana. That is the foundation of the franchise. Fans adore her because of this, and sponsors are lining up.
Agents talk. Everyone in the league notices this kind of dysfunction. Why would anyone walk into a circus tent willingly? Let's not let the Chicago Sky front office off the hook either. They let this fire burn unchecked. That half-game suspension was laughable.
Clark have the unfake leadership gene, while Rhee may have the social media hype machine. There is no discipline in that. It's a joke. We'll sit her for 20 minutes and hope she learns something, was essentially what this guy said. None of the players, media, or fans respect that.
Tyler Marsh called it a top-down organizational decision, declined to share which comments were viewed as detrimental. Atkins implied the team supported the decision. Ownership handled it how they see fit. She told the Sun-Times, a shooter on Friday, they have full support from our team.
Courtney's remark revealed Chicago's lack of control in addition to checking Rhee. Everyone was reminded by Vanderloot's remarks of what professionalism looks like. Grit, responsibility, and concentration. Reese, meanwhile, seems to be talking more quickly than she's playing. There is no more obvious contrast.
Meanwhile, is still trying to figure out how to avoid alienating her teammates before her second season even wraps up. The constant comparison only makes Reese look worse, because the gulf between them is growing by the day.
Values the safety, respect, and well-being of every player. We are committed to accountability so our players can stay focused on playing basketball. Because of statements detrimental to the team made by Angel Reese during league-mandated media, she will not play in the first half of the game on September 7th against the Las Vegas Aces. This matter has been handled and resolved internally, and we are moving forward as a team.
A is an unforgiving league. If the drama you bring to the table outweighs what you produce on the court, franchises won't hesitate to move on. And right now, Reese is walking that tightrope, and she's wobbling. Her suspension didn't just draw attention, it raised a much...
Looked back at Rhee.
Here in the WNBA, unapologetically Angel, the Chicago Sky don't care about any of that right now. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about go out and say what you want, be unapologetic. They have no time for that. They have a business to run. They have teammates that they care about, players on the roster that they're looking for. You know what? We got to send a message. This isn't cool to Vandersloot. This isn't cool to Banham. This isn't cool to Haley Van Lith. We got to show the other players on the roster we have your back as well.
Whether you like it or not, a player's fan base becomes an integral aspect of their brand. Fans of Caitlin Clark encourage her, honor her, and share her brilliance. Reese's admirers accuse her of conspiracies and drag legends. That says a lot.
It's looking spooky in Chicago. Instead, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Berman or Haley Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated. We are addressing it.
The delivery of Vanderlit's clapback was its most striking feature. No thread, no yelling, no ranting, just a cool-headed declaration of the facts. She's not finished yet. She is not elderly, and she is returning with greater strength. Meantime, ruined her own locker room morale and created unnecessary controversy.
Like it's happening. Angel Reese is asking out of Chicago already.
Angel Reese officially puts the Chicago Sky on notice. We're not doing the same thing this offseason that we did last offseason. Stop bringing me bums to play with.
This is where the irony lies. Ree never stops talking about improving Chicago's ceiling, winning titles, and having better teammates. However, why would a top free agent sign with a team whose presumed star openly disparages veterans? Free agents converse. Agents converse. The league as a whole observes dysfunction. Who signs up to work in a circus? Additionally, the Sky front office is not excused. They allowed this fire to burn. It was a prank, that half-aimed suspension. Hold your player completely accountable or support her. They came across as weak when they attempted to divide the difference.
Professional sports requires trust, and Reese is corroding that trust faster than the Sky can rebuild it. Angel Reese hasn't. When Vandersloot says she'll return stronger, people believe her. When Reese talks about the team needing better players, fans and media roll their eyes.
The front desk appears to lack guts. The team seems to be in decline, and the coach is helpless. A squandered season is inevitable when you include Reese's shenanigans. Angel Ree is not Caitlin Clark, to put it plainly. Not in her ability to lead, produce, or represent her team or herself.
Now, how many players are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about Courtney Vandersloot? Are going to listen to what Angel Reese had to say about her current teammates? How many players are going to say, oh yeah, I want to play with that player who has no problem throwing me under the bus with 3 games to go? I want to play with that. Maybe not many.
The confrontation and constantly finds herself.
Clark has previously demonstrated her ability to lead under duress and serve as a franchise face. Before year 2 even ends, Ree is still making an effort to avoid upsetting her teammates. The disparity appears to be getting greater every day as a result of the comparison. Forgiveness is difficult for the WNBA. Franchises move on if your drama surpasses your production.
Angel Reese, oh damn, has been assessed with 8 technical fouls, and she will be suspended for Friday game unless it is rescinded. And I'm telling you right now, look, he said it best, her attitude. That mug ain't getting rescinded. Angel Reese has struck out again.
Reese consistently discovers herself, gets a lot of technical fouls, and enjoys conflict. Reese is currently stumbling on the tightrope. Her suspension attracted more than just attention. It posed a more significant query. Is there a plan for her in Chicago? Window dressing is a half-aim benching. Pro-accountability stuff, not high school stuff. It indicates that the Sky is caught between 2 poor decisions. Due to the tumultuous locker room, either keep Reese on the floor since she sells tickets or act like you're disciplining her. That's not being a leader. That is cowardice posing as responsibility. Monalay Courtney Vanderloot is the epitome of professionalism, responsibility, and consistency. It is no coincidence that 7 assist titles are awarded. 2 titles don't just fall into your lap. They are acquired with unwavering effort and the admiration of colleagues. She didn't snap or look for reasons why she couldn't move after tearing her ACL. She rested and lowered her head. Rhea might gain a lot of knowledge if she were open to hearing it, but it appears that she is more concerned with controlling the narrative through on-court dramas, online arguments her followers have, and media remarks. Not Angel Reese the player, but Angel Rhea the brand. That imbalance appears awful in your second season with no playoff qualifications.
Chicago has a decision to make. Do they continue enabling Reese, hoping she grows up? Or do they cut their losses and move her before her reputation tanks completely?